Hi Aquarius, I'm Jude. Welcome to your weekly reading. Aquarius, this is a reading for the week of the 24th of July. And as usual, we're going to start with what's the energy you've been in, what's been going on for you. Your cards are jumping ready to get going. Then we'll look at the week of the 24th of July, what the challenges might be, and what might be coming in to help you, Aquarius. And remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, and that you have free will, so you make your choices with whatever I'm reading the cards, but you make your choices about what you want for your life. Um, and if you do enjoy this, please like and subscribe. Thanks, Aquarius. All right. So, what's been going on for you? What's been happening? And it looks like you're charging full steam ahead to get something started here, something growing, something starting. The Chariot and the Three of Pentacles. The Chariot talks about how we move forward. You make a decision and you get going. For some of you, you might actually be on a road trip. That'd be curious if you want to share and are happy to drop something in the comments, Aquarius, let me know. But it's like there's something here that you've decided to go ahead with. For some of you, you might have decided to go ahead with building a home or doing some renovations, something like that. It might be that you've decided to go ahead with a business, but there's something here about moving forward, and there's other people involved as well, it feels like here, Aquarius. Okay. All right, so let's see what the cards have got to say about the week of the 24th. Let's see, what have we got for Aquarius? Six of Swords. That's another travel card, so it's interesting. Sometimes the Six of Swords can be like going on a cruise or heading off overseas somewhere. But again, it's a card of moving forward. Page of Pentacles, Four of Cups. The Devil and the Hermit. Okay, so Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Four of Cups, the Devil and the Hermit. So the week of the 24th of July, Aquarius, it looks like there is an energy here of moving on, moving forward, and looking at an opportunity here. It's like something comes in that's of value, and it does feel like it ties into that Three of Pentacles. It feels like there's something here that does feel like it has value. But the Four of Cups says, this little character is not open to receiving or not accepting what's being offered. So it's interesting because if, for instance, you were selling a house, it might be you wanting to move on, but then you're not liking the offer that gets put in, and there's a bit of negotiating maybe. And the Devil card, talks about when we're in an energy. If it's a relationship, it can sometimes be like a narcissistic, codependent sort of energy. But it talks about how, we get caught in a loop. And often we're a little bit unconscious of why we make the choices we make or why we do what we're doing. But there's underneath it, there's some values or beliefs that keep us in this loop. So often the Devil brings, his gift is that in this card is that he brings a light to the situation so you can see it. And then when you see it, Aquarius, you can make a choice. You go, okay, well, now I recognize that. I can choose to keep doing it, or I can change it. You're in your conscious free will then. So if it's a pattern or a behavior, it can be things like addictions, alcohol or drugs or too much sugar, something that's too much and not for our highest good kind of. Even, sometimes things like we might think work is of high value, and yes, it can be, obviously, but too much, if we're working, say, 50, 60 hours a week, sure, often we think that's okay. maybe, I don't know, we've all got different ideas of what that might be, but if you're working 100 hours a week, maybe that's too much. Even things that can be perceived as high value, if it isn't to our highest good, then, we look at whether it's something we need to modify maybe. And it's a free will personal choice, it's up to you, Aquarius. But it says that the Hermit's having a look at this as well. It's like the energy of the Devil card has gone, hey, Aquarius, have a look at this. And you do. I said it's got to be for your highest good. The Hermit goes up into very elevated thinking. He's standing on the top of a snow-capped mountain here. So it's high emotional energy, vibration about what's really good for you. The star is what's in his lantern. So he's looking at what's your true north. Where do you really want to go here? What's for your highest good? So you're being asked actually by these two cards, what's for your highest good here, Aquarius? Because there's a feeling here with the Chariot and the Six of Swords about you wanting to move on. You're wanting to get going on something, but you're not liking what's being offered either, which is fair enough. That's your choice to make. But these couple of cards here are saying, really have a look at this and what's underpinning the choices and decisions and what's going to be for your highest good. So what will help you? Yeah, the challenge is the Ten of Wands. The challenge is it's almost a bit overwhelming, and sometimes with the Ten of Wands, this little character's lost sight of where he's heading because he's so overwhelmed. And it's funny, because I did talk about the work energy here, because the Ten of Wands can be about work or business. And sometimes when we see all the opportunities and we just work really hard, but sometimes it with that Ten of Wands, it's almost like it's too much. It's overwhelming, potentially. And when we get the Ten of Wands like that as a challenge, sometimes it says, can you delegate some things? So that you can stand up and have a look and see where you're heading again. It feels like these cards are encouraging you to do this. So, what will help you? What will help Aquarius? A Tower. Now, you know what? I'm going to tuck that back in. Bear with me. Because it did spin and stay in and I pulled it out. So if it's meant to come out, it'll come out. What will help Aquarius? And there's that star card that the Hermit's got. I'm going to put that there. The Lovers, okay. Ten of Pentacles. Oh. Okay, the Tower card definitely wants to be discussed. It definitely is shown up. I put it back in, but it's come up. So the Tower energy is something sudden and unexpected that happens, Aquarius, and it comes out of nowhere, kind of. Now, it can be an idea that you have. It can be something someone says to you, maybe. It can be a person you meet, an event that happens. But something happens here, and it hits you, and you kind of like, oh my gosh, it's a game changer. It's got the energy of changing everything potentially. And, the old structure comes down so that you can build a new one, which interestingly is what you were doing right at the start. You're setting about building a new structure here. Something with unknown potential, but could be of enormous value. So what will help you? The Six of Cups could be someone from the past, someone from your childhood, having a good look beneath the surface at what's going on. The Eight of Swords in reverse says, free up your thinking. Sometimes when we have the Eight of Swords, it's about how we can get in our head and we can restrict our thinking. We can feel a bit hemmed in, tied up in our thoughts. The Eight of Swords says, cut your thinking free, open up your thoughts, look at different things, look at different ideas. And followed by the Moon, it's about having a good look at what comes to the surface, as the Devil card encourages you to do as well. The feeling here is have a really good look beneath the surface at what's going on, what's coming up for you, because the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles suggest that, the Lovers is almost like the opposite of the Devil. There's free will here. There's nothing manipulating you or unconscious. This is when you're in your free will, everything's open and clear and on the table, and you're making a choice from a place of clarity and, openness, and connected to your higher self, which the Hermit and the Star are suggesting. Because the opportunity here is Ten of Pentacles. It feels like there's abundance for all. It might be even a family business, or building a property for the whole family, multi-generations, buying a big bit of land and having several generations living on it. I don't know why I'm saying that. For someone that might be relevant, Aquarius. But it's got that sort of feeling here, because there's an opportunity of moving forward and building something of enormous value. Could be a family business. It could be a community or a group. But there's a sense here of something really positive and potentially game-changing that you kind of don't see coming. How exciting. I quite like a Tower card. Some people don't, because it is a bit unexpected and it can be a little bit of a shock. But the cards that are around it are positive. We've got the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles and the Star. So there's beautiful energy around it, which says, yes, it might be sudden and unexpected, but it's positive, is what the cards are saying today. So I'm just going to close your reading out with a message from Spirit for you, Aquarius. And what have we got? Ooh. Let me just put my specs on. Six of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Page of Cups. Yes. Wow. So there's a new emotional energy. Sometimes the Page of Cups can talk about a child. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But there's a new emotional energy showing up here. And the Six of Pentacles with the Tower, it could be an unexpected windfall. If you want to drop something in the comments, please feel free to. And Judgment says that this presents a crossroad. It's a crossroad choice, a big turning point here. So, wow. That's what I can see in the cards for you this week, Aquarius. Have a fabulous week. Bye from me, and I'll see you next week.